wonderful people,
Everybody.
everybody from
Uh,
far and near.
oh,
Um, guess what? We're making a podcast.
we sure are.
It's our first episode of our podcast. Let's say it together. See
See
you
you in
in
hell.
hell. That seemed slow, right?
A little bit, but we'll get it. We'll get it.
We'll get it. We'll get there. It's the
We'll get
journey.
there.
It's
It's,
absolutely the journey.
I
Now,
tell everybody that.
um, so I guess we should start with I'm Seth,
And I'm Sarah.
and
And
we are both wellness and spiritual professionals. Been in this business for quite a while.
lifelong.
We are just joyful to be here today. Should we tell them? Maybe we should give them some background on how we met, Sarah.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah.
Uh,
It was at
so
it was at a conference.
yes,
Um,
it was a bubble conference. And
yes. Yes, it was a bubble conference. That's absolutely accurate. As Sarah told you, it was a bubble conference, and we were standing next to each other in a great big hotel ballroom in
mhm,
the bubble circle,
yes,
where we spent several hours in silent bubble blowing. Now,
yes.
if you've never done this, it is transformative.
It's exhilarating.
It is. You're not going to be the same when you're
No,
done. I'm
no,
talking. Go on.
you're gonna meet a lifelong friend.
Well, we were very, very lucky. The universe had a plan, and that
I
plan
think so.
included us becoming lifelong friends. I do recall that you had some. Oh, this old thing. I do recall that you had some abrasion or an allergic
Uh,
reaction to the bubbles.
yes,
Is that?
and that's normal. Any old thing I do, I usually have an allergic reaction to.
Yeah.
So it was just par for the course that I was allergic at that time. But you accepted me for who I was, even though I was very red and very puffy.
But you kept blowing. And that's what I noticed. I didn't notice the red.
Keep
I didn't
on
notice the
blowing.
puppy. I did notice some oozing after a while.
Hmm.
And I was concerned. Let's get that on the record. I was concerned. But I knew that our shaman, Balogi Shaya, who is a
Balogishaya.
Balogi Shaya. Oh my God. Just
Balogishaya.
being in the room with her there
Uh,
in Colorado, up in the mountains, the air was so, and just bubbles and bubbles and bubbles. And then you were like, ow. And I felt like we were in one of those old Bubblicious commercials. Do you
oh,
know what I'm saying? I think I'm dating myself, but in the 1970s, there were these wonderful commercials for a chewing gum called Bubblicious. And these young cartoony folk were blowing these bubbles, sort of a Peter Max design, and the bubbles were just floating them away. And it was so psychedelic and so reminiscent of the time. And it really made me feel something for the first time, I think.
I agree. And I believe that I had an experience of being young again.
Oh,
And
definitely.
I got I got carded the
Did you?
next day. Yeah.
Where?
I was buying candy cigarettes and
Okay.
I was carded.
That's so funny because, like, in those days, you were eating sugar. That's true. That's true.
Yes.
We didn't know about sugar yet, guys.
And
We,
I was on a quest for
no,
candy cigarettes.
that's true. That's true. It's coming back to me. I can see it. I can see it. In
Absolutely.
those days, I don't think I could even tell you what my chakras were. I don't think I knew
Oh,
what chakras were. What did you think chakras were back then?
I thought they were chocolate, like some kind of chocolate, but like a different kind, like
Okay. Hmm.
maybe a brand of some kind.
Chakra. I think if
Yeah,
you had
like,
said it to me, I would have. To me, it reminds me of Chaka the monkey boy from Land of the Lost. And I think I would have said
oh,
something like, what?
that old program.
Yes, that was a childhood program.
Yes, of children.
Do you think saying that is inappropriate? Chaka the
That is,
monkey boy? Monkey boy.
I mean, that's what he was, or
Well,
I'm not
was
sure what
he?
he was. I don't know what he was. Wasn't he some
I,
kind of
I don't think we can say a what. I believe that
old
he was an early
Cro-Magnon? Was he Cro-Magnon?
Neanderthal.
Neanderthal. He seemed short though.
Well, he was a. You know what? I apologize for any slurring of chakra and his chaka and his community. Earlier forms of
Man?
uh, humanoid, humus erectus. I think I'm going to get into more trouble. Let's leave it at
Yes.
that. Let's leave it at that. So here on See You in Health, I remembered the name. We have our next segment, which is called What We're Into. And every week we will bring you something from Sara and something from Seth, that is something brand new that we have found, discovered some way that we want to share with you that we think will impact your lives. And it could be anything from a new technique, product, or maybe just like, hey, look at this.
Or a mood.
Maybe it's a new mood. Yeah. Sara, would you like to begin
I would.
this week?
So this week, what I'm into is this weight loss soap. And I have to begin by saying that I am not trying to conform to what society thinks that I should look like. And
Weight
I'm not
loss.
trying to say that there's something wrong with me. But I did have a recent experience. I was riding a burro. I was at the Family Fun Park. Do you know the one
I think it's
down
out in the Canyonlands.
in the Canyonlands and at Family Fun Park? And I got on the burro as I love to do there. And the burro was really weighed down by me, so much so that he took a tumble and a stumble. And the owner, Larry, of the park, who I know so well, said, "You know what, Sara? You're weighing the burro down." And when I knew that I was weighing a burro down, I just thought something needs to change. And here I was walking through my corner store, and what do I find but this wonderful soap from the sea?
Oh my
It's
gosh.
weight loss soap. It is from Eastern Asia. It is from
Okay.
the very deepest sea. It smells like the ocean. Um,
What's the
it's
name
kind
of it? What's the name of it? Because I
of
think probably a lot of us would like to know.
the name
I'm getting ready to write it
is
down.
uh Oxioi.
Uh, can you say that
O
one?
X Oxioi. Oxioi. And it was, I mean, I think it's going to work. So no, no pounds have come off yet. I've used it
Okay.
several times, and they're supposed to melt away. But I feel lighter.
And that's what's important.
Yeah, yeah.
Well,
Um,
it's probably more important that the burrow feel you lighter, right?
exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. And it hardly cut me at all. Um,
It
there were
cuts
just
you?
well, because it has salt and some kelp
Mm.
pieces, and so there
Ah,
are some sharper edges
sounds like
that
a natural exfoliant.
it's absolutely a natural exfoliant. And then also, when it cuts you, it gets the soap into your skin, like
Got
in
it.
deep in,
Got
maybe
it.
going into the bloodstream. I don't know. I'm not a
Oh,
scientist.
no.
Um,
We do need to say that right off. We are not medical doctors. We are not scientists. We are,
Disclaimer time.
disclaimer, legal. We are professionals in the realm, the field, and the practice of
Right?
wellness, spirituality, and organics.
Yes. Seth, what about you? What are you into this week?
Oh, well, thank you for asking. In my journey, I discovered something that's kind of different. This is something that I found actually online, and I'm going to do an unwrapping right here.
Oh,
Isn't
I
that
love those.
fun?
I love those unwrapping videos.
It didn't come in a box, so I can't do an unboxing, but it is called the Arbory massage roller. And let's just see.
Oh, wow. Hey, can we call it an unbagging video?
How about let's call it a debagging?
Debagging. That's it. That's it. So
I'm a
a
big
debagger.
debagger.
Oh my gosh. You're the first debagger of the day for me.
We have so much fun here. So, oh, there it is. Okay. Now,
Wow.
don't let this don't let this fool you. It's not just a ball.
No.
It is a spherical massager. I want you to think about a roll-on. When you have a roll-on, those old roll-on deodorants from back in the day when we used to put
Yeah.
chemicals on our body.
Oh, the olden days.
The olden days. This is like that. There's nothing on it. It's not sticky. It
Uh-huh.
rolls. I've been using it. Well, I can't show you where I've been using it. It's been for my inner thigh pain.
Oh,
And I found this online. It really works well for my inner thigh pain.
okay.
And the company that makes it is located in Vancouver, of all places.
Ah,
And
Canada.
Canada, yes, Vancouver,
Hi.
Canada.
Hi,
Hi,
Canada.
hello up there. Hello up there. I remember saying to my mother when I was a child, can we go up to Canada? I thought we needed to get in a balloon.
Oh, I think
Uh,
you do though.
yeah, you can. But really, this product, oh, I lost it. Well, easy come, easy go. Oh, there it is.
You know, when I see it and I think about it, uh, you know, I I like the name that comes to mind is it's a ball and it's a massager, so ball massager.
Well, this is called the Arbory handheld.
Oh, okay.
They're
It's already
handheld.
named. It already has a name.
Yeah, this isn't this isn't Shark Tank. This has a name, and I found it online. Have you been around for the past 5 minutes? So it's called Arbory Massage Roller. It's from Vancouver, and it has really changed my life. It really has.
Ooh.
It changed it.
And so where can we buy it?
Online, I think.
Okay.
That's where I found it. We'll put the links. We should probably talk to our engineer Barry about this, but we'll try to put the links, if we have them, down in the description. We are going to take a break, and then we will be back with our main topic, which, Sarah, do you want to tell them what that topic is today?
Work-life balance.
You hear that, folks? We'll be right back.
So you know that I like doing neat things, special things, interesting things. And one of the things that I love is going to Festival of Found Freeway Fruit, or to make it easy, FFFF. Well, they're back, and it's an interactive exhibition. It's kind of a sale, it's kind of a party too. And you can get your hands wet and mushy and gushy because you can do activities and art projects. And all you have to do is use fruit found only on freeways. They'll supply it. Don't worry about that. All the fruit contains the freeway seal of authenticity, so you know it's real. Be the first in your family to start collecting these gems. I've been the first in my family about a lot of things. General admission begins at $22. This will sell out, folks. I know a lot of people who want to get their hands on this fruit. Get your tickets today at fff.up/authentic.fruit or call Mr. Frank DeColin. Tell him Sarah sent ya at 1-814-569-800000 today.
We are back.
We are here.
Get used to it. Still, yes. Isn't it funny? We don't go anywhere.
No, we
But
didn't go anywhere.
We're still here. And we do realize that, you know, like all people, Sarah and I have, from time to time, we might disagree. We might have some reason to have to come to the negotiation table.
We have what's called our daily disagreement.
We're allowed one. No, I'm joking. We use direct communication. We're absolutely allowed to feel our feelings, and we're allowed to voice them.
Ouch, my side hurts.
Well, Sarah's joking, but what we mean are
I'm not
emotional wounds, and maybe sometimes we don't feel supported, maybe we don't feel safe.
Oh, safety. You know, that's a really good segue into our main topic of work-life balance.
Work-life balance. I mean, and we need that in these stressful times. Folks are working 20, 40, 60 hours a week, maybe more.
I thought you meant ages.
Well, they are. People are working at 20, 40, 60, sometimes 80. You know, sometimes people can't retire. They're just working and working and working and working. I mean, look at those poor people that are greeting you at the
Walmart,
the Target store, or whatever, wherever that is. I don't know. I don't shop there, but I do know that there's a lot of our senior citizens who, for one reason or another, and I'm not shaming them, I think it's wonderful, but sometimes people do have to go out and earn money to buy food.
That's right. They do. And, you know, we're no strangers to this. We work a lot. We have a lot of products, very valuable products, products that you listeners will probably want to purchase.
I mean, we're not here to necessarily foist them on anybody. We believe in I can't think of the word. It's not promotion.
Emotion.
We believe in emoting it to you, not promoting it, emoting it.
That's right. So if you get the feeling from us that we love it, then you should probably buy it.
I mean, the one thing that we've been really, really working hard on over the holidays was our ShamWow shawls. That's not what we're going to call them, but they are the material of ShamWow in a shawl. In a shawl. And
we had a lot of orders for those over the holidays.
We did pre-orders, and you know, we don't have a big staff. It's just Barry and us.
And Barry, yes.
Yeah, and we were buried in a lot of orders, and so we didn't really get to have a lot of holiday time. We were working
No.
quite late into the night.
Round the clock, I would call it.
I'd call it round the clock because several times I looked up to see the clock and it was a different time, longer
Yes.
than I thought it was. And I was
Yes.
tired, because the human body isn't meant to do that. So, but I will say that it's a good product, even though the Better Business Bureau is disputing that with us. And they have a right to do that.
They're on the take. I would not trust them. They have their own agenda. It'll all come out in the wash.
It's going to come out. But until then, I would say maybe go to our website.
Maybe
Go to our website while you still can and take a look at our
before it gets taken down.
Take a look at
by
our
the
product.
man.
Take a look at our products page and look for the ShamWow shawl. Just look for anything that says shawl. That's it. We don't have a lot of shawls. We're not a shawl company.
No.
Okay.
Although,
if
something
that
to think about.
There's a lot of people talking about shawls these days, so we try to keep on top. Let's put a pin in that.
Okay. Fair enough.
Let's put a little shawl pin.
Oh, I love a good shawl pin.
Maybe something with turquoise.
Oh, I love that. I love it.
Sarah.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Go right ahead.
So, this talk about all the overwork that we did over the holidays reminds me when I was younger, and
this is what I was going to say.
Oh, great minds, right?
The clinic, correct?
Mind melt. Yes, the wellness clinic.
Yeah, Sarah worked in a wellness clinic for years.
And for years. And, it was a very inspirational place to work. And so I gave it my all. I opened the clinic at 5 a.m. I stayed till closing at 9 p.m.
Well, you had to get the yogurt started.
I did. That was me. I was in charge of that yogurt vat. And I think I had realized one day that maybe I had needed more sleep because I fell into a vat of yogurt in the walk-in refrigerator. And I wasn't found for several hours later because I worked the shift alone until my next coworker came in. I did have a little bit of hypothermia, but we all have it sometimes. Everybody gets hypothermia sometimes.
Sure.
So I don't think it's,
I mean, it was up in Oregon, wasn't it?
It was. And
so it got cold. Well, you were in a walk-in. So what are we saying?
I was in a walk-in.
Yeah. And you were working too hard.
I was working too hard. So I thought, what do I need to change about this situation? What can I do differently so that I am not falling into vats of yogurt? So the first thing that
isn't that when I think I saw you and you had some sort of homemade crutches?
Yes. So my thinking was that if I'm going to fall in a vat of yogurt, then maybe I won't fall if I have crutches to keep me stable so that I'm not tipping over because I might lean onto the crutch. So that's what I did, and I did not fall into yogurt anymore. So I could call it a success.
Okay. But how were your armpits?
They were very injured. I wouldn't recommend using old brooms as crutches because they really do very harsh on the armpits. And I think it's pretty easy to get used crutches.
Yeah, I was gonna say you might want to just get crutches because you can find them in thrift stores. They usually have them in the back by the in the back by the other metal stuff. There'll be like porta potties, old metal baseball bats, kind of by where the stereos are.
Porta potties reminds me that I find it very convenient that thrift stores have used porta potties because I'm a person that needs to go when I'm on the go. So what I do is I collect them and then I set them out on my path wherever I'm going. So then I sort of follow my path, kind of like a breadcrumb path, and then I can use the porta potties as I have to go because there's not going to be a Starbucks bathroom where I am in a rural area.
Right. I mean, that we should let the listener know that you do live in a rural area.
Yes.
She's not lining the streets of downtown Burbank
No,
with
no,
porta
no,
potties.
no.
These are
Desert porta potties.
sure, and other people can use them.
Oh yes. I'm not a hog. So Seth, what about you? How about your biggest challenge for
Well,
work-life balance?
like everybody, I think my biggest challenge is just my scheduling. It's like
Is that
get
why you
up
don't
in the
visit my yurt?
sorry?
Is that why you don't visit my yurt?
Well, let me give a little more information. It may be. It might be. Yep. 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 Because I have everything on that schedule and I feel like a slave to it. And
Hmm.
it's like if it's either Barry or you or me or
Your 5 roommates?
my I don't really, you know what? I don't really want to talk about my roommates today, Sarah. And it's just for the sheer reason that they're not here to defend themselves. Do you know what I mean? I feel like I need to be very, very open about the fact that I want to be closed
Okay.
about them.
I understand what you're saying. I
Yes.
understand the words. I don't agree with the words, and that's
Okay.
my prerogative.
All
I
right.
think it's important to talk about your
True.
roommates because I
True.
want to understand what they're all doing and how they're taking your time. And
It's not them. It's not them. See, you came in and prejudged before I could get to the end of the let's try something. Are you willing
what?
to try something with me?
Of course, you know I am.
Wonderful
You know
spirit.
I am.
What I would like to do is finish my story and then we'll have question time. Shall we try that? Okay. For the listener, she's nodding. She's nodding, but there's a devilish twinkle in her eye. So the story is, now I don't even know what the story is. No, I do. The story is that I have such a busy schedule that it doesn't allow me to have as much self-care as I want. And so recently I found something that would soothe me. It works for me. It's going back to those old Gregorian chants. I light a candle. I might bathe myself with eucalyptus and then just listen to the Gregorian chants in my bathroom, which has wonderful acoustics. And that just usually soothes
And
me.
until you hear that,
Well, we do share a bathroom in my group home. Yes, that's true. Many people will resonate with that. But it's not too bad. And 3 of my roommates are monks anyway. So
oh,
a lot of times they're just saying, turn it up.
this is more than I've heard about your roommates ever.
Okay, well, so the 3 of them are monks. And I think that's the end of that part of our
Well,
show. I don't want to talk about my roommates. The
where do
discussion,
they sleep?
they have rooms, Sarah,
Okay.
and the ones that don't have cots in the garage. I can't divulge because it is a sanctuary. Got
Okay,
it?
okay. Got it, got it, got it.
There are people where I abode who I can't say a lot because that could put them into some sort of situation
Yes.
where ICE or some other heinous group disturb our peace.
This
But
is reality, folks.
I mean, our discussion is part of reality. It's true.
Reality show.
It is a reality show because we talk about reality here. And it's not one
Right.
of those, it's not one of those shows that are all like rah, 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 rah.
Yeah, not like Dreamland, blah blah blah, fakey fakey.
It's not like rah, 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 rah.
Exactly. We're human beings.
Not human doings.
Ah, human beings.
Yes, we're humid. Sweaty and natural. And proud of it. If anyone asked me, who are you? I would say two things. I'm sweaty and I'm natural.
And darn proud of it.
And darn proud of it. Yay us.
Yay.
Yay.
Well, I think that about does it for this first episode.
I think you're right, Sarah. And I just want to reiterate that it is so life affirming to be here. And we hope that we can see you again.
We hope that we will see
you in health.
health.
Why can we never do that in unison?